Good morning. It's a beautiful morning, just out for my daily walk. We're just about to embark on another major project around the house. We weren't quite sure if we could afford it, to be honest, but we managed to sort the finances out, and we're going to go and change and upgrade our kitchen. The existing kitchen's been in there about 15-20 years. We've been in the house about 22 years, so it's been about 15 to 20 years, I think, ago. It was a custom kitchen we had. It's been okay, it's lasted okay, but we've gradually done things in the kitchen like ripping the boiler out, so gradually it's got more and more tatty as the years have gone on, and some of the cupboards have started to come loose, and some of the fittings weren't quite as good as I'd like. So we decided we wanted to, if we're going to change it, we're going to upgrade the kitchen to another level of kitchen and go up one quality notch really. So we've been looking around at various manufacturers and suppliers, and we've decided to go for a Wren kitchen. We've had a friend who's had a Wren kitchen, or a couple of Wren kitchens. They've been really happy with the quality of it, and so has my son. He's had the units, but we've decided not to go for Wren kitchen fitters. They're quite expensive, so we've got a recommended local fitter who's turned out to be really good, a guy called Chris. So we're working with him. So he's going to be fitting it. I was looking into doing it myself, but I decided it was too much really. But I'll be doing lots of prep work and finishing work because he won't be doing everything. So that'll be the whole of the downstairs be done at that point, because we would have had the kitchen done, the lounge is all done, and the outside patio, so that'll be good. And the bottom part of the hallway, because it's also going to include flooring is going to fit all the way through to the hallway, so I need to decorate the hall, or at least the downstairs hall part. I won't be doing the upstairs hall at this stage. So yeah, it's exciting times. We've gone through the whole process with them, design. The price wasn't quite right. We've gone through various discounts with them. They've always got a sale on basically anyway. But we've had some good deals on some of the appliances because we're having all their full appliances. And we're going to go for the double oven in a vertical cabinet tower that we want this time. So it'll be a completely different looking kitchen to what we've got at the moment. So we'll share that with you as we go along. So this is the existing kitchen. As you know, as part of the lounge improvements, we have the hatch there. That's all blocked up. Those are just false wall doors that I've just stuck back on just to make it okay for a couple of months before we get the kitchen done. We used to have the boiler actually here. So you used to come sideways out, which used to take all this cupboard space. That's all been knocked about, as you can see. I'll just chucked a door on just to improve it. There's all the pipe work there that needs to come out. And then this was always a bit of an awkward place because of the distance there, and we always had a range cooker. Well, we want to get rid of the range cooker. We don't want a range cooker. There's only two of us. We hardly ever use the fifth burner, if at all. So we're just going to have a hob unit on there. And this was always this was a bespoke kitchen, but it started to chip and be getting knocked about really. And so we were going to have on this side, we're going to have a double oven and a tall fridge, because the fridge does Jane's head in and my head in, to be honest, because you can never see it, the low down fridges. So that's going to be turned into a tall, large larder type fridge. It will reduce the workspace a bit, but we're going to knock the sill down out. The builder's going to take that out. That way the work surface can go right up to the window. We were thinking of actually replace the window and bring the window down. Unfortunately, that was about 1,100 quid to do that all in. So that window's relatively new, so we're not going to do that. We saved a bit of money that way. And then also from a flooring perspective, the flooring started to show signs of where the tiles are starting to chip and get holes in. And so we're going to have right now we've done the new front door, we're going to have the same flooring coming all the way through, so we're having like a laminate board put down as well. I'm thinking on here, this is always a bit weird, because before we actually bought the house, this was actually a kitchen cupboard here, and then there was a hall cupboard, and then the door into the kitchen used to be weirdly through there. That was blocked up before we bought the house. So this house has been changed quite a few times, and we've now changed it with the door as well. So that's made this a bit of a weird place here, where we've got a bit of a medicine cupboard. So I'm thinking of actually putting the panels that we've got up in the lounge, maybe putting panels on here just to tie in that wall. It will also, I'll be able to face the door with it, maybe, but that's quite an expensive project to do that. So we've got a kitchen fitter coming in a week's time, and I've just got to get prepared for him. He'll be here for about 2 to 3 weeks. In 2 weeks' time, we've actually got the kitchen arriving. So that's going to be a load of stuff. So we've got to clear out space for that. Also, these kitchen cupboards, and I want to try and save as much as this because I've got another little project later on to try and recycle that and use that as an outside storage cupboards, both in the garage, and there's a little room outside that we're going to put a lot of the infrequent kitchen appliances we've got, because we've got space for that, because we don't want to try and maximise the space because it's quite a small kitchen, as you can see. So the aim today is just prepare for that. I'll just take it into my garage. It's changed a bit since the last time I tidied it out on my time lapse I did. So all the wood on this side is now all gone. I need it, it's all out the back, I'll show you that in a minute, but obviously the kitchen appliances and kitchen cupboards, when it gets delivered, will all come on one day, so that's going to be a huge amount. I'm hoping a lot of the cupboards will go straight in the kitchen because he'll be here a week before. And then out the back here, as you remember if you've followed the channel, I've undone this under cover area, so that's all been covered up and protected. So we've moved all that wood that I use over time and all the bits of crap that you carry. Plus obviously we're starting to empty the kitchen now. To be honest, there's a lot of stuff in the kitchen we're chucking away because it's probably 20-30 years old, etc. So it's giving us an opportunity to sort that out and get some new stuff. But the stuff we're keeping, that's all going into protected boxes and be stored out here for the duration. And like I said, all of these cupboards here I'm going to keep for now, because what I'm going to do is either use them in the garage, but we've also got this, it was an outside toilet weirdly enough, but we use it as a storage cupboard, but that all needs decking out so it's clean, it's got no roof on, so that's another project for me to get all that. And we're going to have cupboards very deep, right from the door all the way back, so it goes back about probably 4 or 5 feet, so we're going to have shelving there, so that'll be really useful. I'll also put my beer in there as well. And in the garage on this side, Jane has all her washing machine, so I'm going to try and use some of those cupboards to make this a lot neater, and probably put the tumble dryer on top of the washing machine, using maybe the kitchen cupboards. But that's not for now, that's for a project later on to keep me busy in my retirement. And as ever, we shall have numerous tips to the trip. This is the first of, I'm sure, of many. Numerous tips to the trip. Numerous tips to the trip. Numerous tips to the trip. That's one cupboard out. Whether I'll use it, I don't know. Well, I managed to slice my finger when I was lifting the chipping the porcelain at the base of the cupboard there. It's a bit painful, but fortunately the skin's still connected, so hopefully it'll stay on. This is the day after. I don't know if you can see that. A good old slice of the finger. I need to put some more wood in on that. Unfortunately the sticky tape was on the skin, so oh well, casualties of war. We've just emptied, God, we've got a lot of crap and rubbish, stuff that you feel as though you can't chuck but you don't use, so we've had to be a bit ruthless. So I'm going to keep all these units, as I said, for the garage and the outside cupboard I'm going to make. So that's the plan today, is just prepare for the kitchen fitter tomorrow. It's where we're storing stuff that may be useful. We may end up chucking some of this stuff for what I don't use, but that's the plan. We moved the fridge out here temporarily, but the fridge will be going, so we're going to try and sell that. So this is after the first day. They did really well yesterday. They got rid of all of the tiles, so all the dust and dirt was done in one day. I managed to keep up with them going to the tip, and they're just starting the first fix. So new sockets. He's going to dry line the walls, I think, in places. So they've done the water ready, etc. So good progress made. As you can see out here is a bit more of a challenging area. We're going to try and get some of these cupboards into the garage, get my wipe down. I'll put them up some tarpaulin up there just in case I need to work outside. Filled up with water again. We're trying to sell the fridge and dishwasher on Facebook Marketplace. No takers yet, so that may end up in the tip. I saved a bit of the work surface here. I should use that as possibly as a bench down this end. But today I'm going to get rid of this and get all of that off and into a cupboard, hopefully, that I'll put there. But we will see. That's the plan, Stan. I can be doing that while they're working. I'm going to be putting, try and save some space here. I'm going to be getting something online. I was going to build something out of wood actually, but I found something that's quite cheap. Is that they'll allow the tumble dryer to sit on top of the washing machine. I'm going to move the washing machine over and get some of the old kitchen cupboards in the corner so Jane can put a clutter there. So hopefully that'll all tidy up as well. The fridge can move along a bit. So trying to gain a bit more space. Ideally, we've got 3 of these big shelf units. We'll get rid of one of these once we start tidying up a bit. Of course, we've got no kitchen and cooking facilities. So this is where Harry becomes our mobile kitchen. That's the old range cooker. That's got to go. The scrap man's coming to collect that. I dropped a cupboard on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's completely dented on this one side here. So we were going to sell it, but it's now damaged, so it's got to go. So you can see useful to have a camper van with no kitchen now. We're cooking in Harry on the drive, which is all well, just making the workers drinks. We had a good day yesterday, first day. I was surprised. Chris and it's a family business. His dad and his mum came and they cleared out the kitchen, all the dirty bits really, taking all the tiles off. I think today they're going to dry line the walls. They're going to do some self-levelling on some of the floor that's broken up in taking the tiles up. Got to sort out the downlighters and get those ordered. So we do have a slight issue with the house. It's a 60s house, and there was a period of time when they used to put on the lighting circuit, there's no earth, and that cable can deteriorate. But we've had it all checked out because we didn't know we'd have to rewire it a few years ago. We've had it all fully tested and it's all okay, so it's not an issue. But no earth does restrict the type of light fittings you can have. There's no metallic light fittings, and obviously we got downlighters in the kitchen anyway. But you can get double insulated class 2, as I understand it. I'm no electrician, so I think we'll be okay with that. So we've got to just agree that with Chris, the kitchen fitter, today. The garage is now clear on down the one side. Yesterday I was managed to just keep up with it because we didn't get a skip because the price of skips are horrendous. So I'm just trying to keep the cost down. So I went backwards and forwards the tips probably 6 to 8 times yesterday. Taking all the tiles up, so it was a pretty dirty day yesterday, but that's got rid of all of that. Oh, my toast burning. Left me toast burning. Don't normally have toast in the van. Just about caught. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, so I'm going to try and relieve the pressure out the back there and probably do some of the cupboards while they're doing the kitchen, so I can do jobs around them, because obviously with Christmas not too far away, I want to try and get the house back straight. Jane's gone up to her mum's today. It's probably a bit of a relief. She's got to go up. She's got to take her to some appointments. So she lives up 2.5 hours away up in Southport, so the other side of Liverpool. So she's away for a few days. So that's probably just as well, because she didn't cope well with all the dirt and dust.